Hello, hello. Session 5, the parable of the great dinner. All right. Welcome and thanks to our dinner. That is a question. What is the most awkward party or dinner you have ever attended? What was the largest dinner party or banquet you have ever attended? What was the best food you have ever eaten at a dinner party? Um, Now I'm going to read a parable. It's called Luke. It's on Luke 14:15 to 24. When one of the dinner guests heard Jesus' remarks, he said to Jesus, "Happy are those who will feast in God's kingdom." And Jesus replied, "A certain man hosted a large dinner, and invited many people. When it was time for the dinner to begin, he sent his servant to tell the invited guests, 'Come, the dinner is now ready.' One by one, they all began to make excuses. The first one told him, 'I bought a farm, and I must go see it. Please excuse me.' The second one said, I just bought 5 teams of oxen, and I am going to check on them. Please excuse me.' Another one said, 'I just got married, so I can't come.' When he returned, the servant reported those excuses to his master, and the master of the house became angry and said to his servant, 'Go quickly to the city streets, the busy ones, and the side streets, and bring the poor, crippled, blind, and the lame.' The servant said, 'Master, your instructions have been followed, and there's still no room.' The master said to the servant, 'Go to the highways and back alleys and urge people to come in so that my house will be filled. I'll tell you, not one of those who were invited would taste my dinner.'" What excuses did the guests give? Do you think excuses seem legitimate to you? And why do you think the master wanted to make sure that none of those who declined his first invite would be able to participate in the dinner? Why do you think the master wanted his house to be filled? In the verses immediately prior to the Bible's lesson, Jesus already confronted the other guests and the host of the party. He told them a parable about humility and pushed them instead to invite the poor, the crippled, lame, and blind to their parties. It's possible that the guest who made the remark in Luke 14:15 was simply trying to ease the tension after Jesus' comments. And do you recall the last big dinner that you ever had with your family? What was the mood like when you were at the table? Was it relaxing? Was it celebratory? Was it tense, or was it loud? What do you think was the mood of the banquet that Jesus was described? Okay. So what do you think, what message was Jesus trying to communicate through the parable? Do you think the story was surprising to those who heard it? Why or why not? How does the parable of dinner banquet relate to God's kingdom? Jesus' party invitation is for everyone. It's always celebratory. But Jesus doesn't want us to take his invitation for granted. And he wants us to understand that it's important to accept the invitation. How does it feel to be invited to a party? Or how does it feel to be excluded from the party? When you invite people to an event, what is your criteria for deciding who will you invite? What are the qualifications for receiving an invitation from God to be part of God's kingdom? After hearing this parable, how should we change the way we offer invitations to others? Are there people we exclude from who we should be working harder, or to include people? Now, I know, I'll get my drink here. We usually ring a toast to start a party, but now we need a toast, a celebratory meal with a toast. But today we're going to end with a toast. So if you have a little glass, the pastor has his little cup on him, we will toast with a prayer. May you know that Jesus' invitation is the most important invitation of your life. May you accept Jesus' invitation by confessing Jesus as Lord and putting your faith in him. May you never forget that God's kingdom is open to all people, and may you have a courage to seek those who are excluded and invite them to the great banquet feast. Amen. Bye, everyone.